As always. Well, it's an everyday battle that parents face, getting children off their devices, but a military-style boot camp is shifting the narrative with some incredible results.
Thank you.
You need to be vulnerable and you need to understand that you can't get it right and sometimes you get it wrong.
In the outback of Australia, lives are being changed.
Make them accountable, be able to choose the hard right over the easy wrong, but more importantly, being able to get in touch with their feelings and emotions.
No kid left behind. That is the motto of Veteran Mentors.
Before the camp, I wasn't that mature. Wouldn't be able to have a conversation.
It's an inspiring program where ex-servicemen and women guide Aussie teams.
A lot of kids are addicted to technology. They have low social skills. The critic voice in their head is very strong.
Building strength, resilience and respect with no connection to the outside world.
To see what we see in them. The person who stares back in the mirror, we want them to love that person.
And veteran mentor Sean Kober joins us now. Thanks so much for being here, Sean. Okay, so Veteran Mentors is a 9-day program, right? Talk to us about how this works.
Yeah, so Veteran Mentors is a team of former and current serving defence personnel who run military-inspired youth development programs for young people aged 12 to 17. Their primary focus is on building accountability, confidence and resilience, and that's done through 3 core activities, being the 9-day junior leadership program, which is the flagship product, and then the 3-day reconnection expedition, and then a 1-day parental support workshop. And, sorry.
No. I was just going to say, so you've been now involved in the program for 2 seasons. You actually served in Afghanistan as well. You're the eldest of 6 kids.
That's
you
correct.
left home at 14.
Yes.
I feel like you're the perfect person for this.
Yeah, I actually don't have children myself, so it's kind of like I'm a different type of authority because I'm not a parent, but I do provide some other leadership skills and knowledge. And, you know, as a coach, I was also the PTI on the program, so something I noticed was when the children didn't have their phones, they were forced to move, they were forced to interact, they were forced to play a little bit more. And it was interesting actually to see some of the children that did kind of struggle to move because of their tech addictions.
And then what did you find happened with those kids over that almost 2-week period?
Oh, we saw massive transformation from those that wanted to learn and take on the knowledge from the mentors that they had around them. Something we said to the students was, you know, if you have a full water bottle, I can't pour any more water into that, so you need to first empty some of that out so you can take on board some of these tools. And some of the children weren't really open to that, and they were fighting back against, you know, the process and the program the entire time, and that's unfortunate. That's just the way it is. We can't help everyone. But, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and for the most part, the majority of the children had massive transformation. I've been in contact with some of the families and the parents that have just sent me some beautiful messages about how amazing it is that 2 of their children have made massive changes just in the last week since the last program
So
finished.
when you say that you have to empty some of the water bottle out, so that means remove the phone, for example. That creates some extra space. Let go of some of the ways that they've been doing things. Is that what you mean by that?
Correct. Yeah, it's to reset the patterns and the behaviours that, you know, that occur around the household. It's the environment that shapes, you know, who they become, the direction that they go. So it's giving them the tools to, you know, take them back home and apply them, but also get the parents involved to create those standards and lead by example.
So when you're comparing the child that comes in these success stories, the one that comes in and then the one that leaves, what's the major differences there?
More respect, honesty, initiative, courage, teamwork, resilience. I mean, those are the pillars of the program, and that's what we instill over the 3 phases. The first phase is about self. Honesty and initiative is the theme. And you can't lead others unless you can lead yourself. Phase 2 is more of a team approach. The theme is teamwork and respect and understanding that your actions have consequences not only for yourself but for others. And phase 3 is on lead, where the pillars are courage and resilience. So those people who have shown, or those students that have shown more you know, initiative and ticked all those other boxes, and we give them an opportunity to lead and step up and be vulnerable in front of their colleagues, and then get some much needed constructive criticism.
Yeah, gosh, I know it's for teenagers, but it sounds like adults could benefit from that as well.
Absolutely. Well, that's what the 3-day reconnection expedition is about. That's getting the parents involved, taking them out onto country, removing phones, distractions, etc., and rebuilding that connection with the child.
Parents would be loving that process, I'd imagine, wouldn't they?
Well, it's one of those things. They, again, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So, yeah, they need to be open and willing to make those changes and be accountable for not only, you know, their children, but how they lead and set the standards for their children.
Thanks for telling us about it, Sean.
Thank you so
My pleasure.
Yeah, we really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.